everyone, welcome back to another Toyota videos. Today's video we're going to be updating you guys on my 3/4 swap. This is my latest 3/4 swap truck, and just give you guys a quick update on the engine wise, performance, what I've done, what I plan to do next on this swap. Quick recap, this is a 1992 SR5 3.0 5-speed transmission. We went ahead and took out the engine and replaced it with a 3/4 out of a 2000 Tacoma manual as well. So it has the Tacoma ECU and the harness. When we did the engine swap, this engine was torn down to the cylinder, all new head gasket. Fuel injectors were sent into Injector Master to get professionally tested, clean, and all that stuff. And we put a lot of new stuff into this swap, but there were a few things that I did kind of skipped out, and I want to change those. But for the most part, guys, it's been 2,663 miles, 2,600 miles since I've done the swap. I've been daily driving it. I don't off-road this. This thing has been pretty much just a daily driver, fishing truck, running errands and stuff like that with my boys. So super fun truck. Absolutely no issue since I've done the swap. No issues, nothing like that. No check engine lights or nothing like that. There's a check engine light for like a speed sensor or something along that line, but that's not related to the swap, doesn't affect or anything like that at all. So no issues. When I was doing my fishing trips, straight up highways for 2 hours, I was getting 19 miles per gallon on this truck with 265 75 16 AT3 tires, Cooper, and then this truck is also the factory 456. So 19 miles per gallon on the highway is pretty damn good. And most of those highway, when I was driving, it was a pretty heavy foot too, you know, going up hills, you know, shifting to fifth gear and all that fun stuff. So I'm super impressed. No complaints on the swap or anything like that. So let's go ahead and move to the engine bay, and I'm gonna talk about some things that I replaced and I want to replace in the future. Since some of you guys may be new to this video, let me recap and show you guys what we have, just so you guys aren't gonna be like, oh, what's this, who makes that, etc, etc. So pretty much stock 3/4 motor. We have the intake manifold. You see how clean it is? This intake manifold is from Toy Only Swap. It's been shaved, meaning they milled it so that it can clear the hood. We have the Toy Only Swap cold air intake. This is their setup. We have the Champion radiator. I don't remember what the part number is, but this is the Champion radiator. You can find them on the Toy Only Swap website. That's who I ordered it from. The radiator reservoir is from Toy Only Swap. The battery tray is from Toy Only Swap, and also the evap mount is from Toy Only Swap. And then everything else is pretty standard. You know, this is your 3.0 fan. When I did a swap, I went ahead and reused the spark plug wires. I have since then replaced it with Denso new wires, just because they were just, you know, it's only like 40 bucks on Amazon. There's nothing wrong with the old ones, and I have tons of them on spare for backup. But I know I just wanted to put new ones on, so I put new spark plug wires just for the heck of it. When I did a swap, I reused some belts, so the power steering and the alternator belts. This truck has no AC. Power steering, alternator belts, they were used belts, but they were still good. I start noticing that the alternator belt is kind of wearing out. So this winter, I mean, it's still good now, it's not cracking or anything. This winter I want to put new belts. And then this coolant hose, they are all new, but for some reason I noticed that this top coolant hose, if you guys can see right where my thumb is, there's like a small crack. You guys see that? I don't know what happened there. I must have cut it or something. You guys see that? So it's not leaking, and I don't think it's gonna explode anytime soon, but I want to throw this hose away and put a new one. So this was a brand new one, so I must have cut it or something when I was doing something, but so far it's good. And I don't mind replacing this hose because I do need to do a coolant flush, because this coolant that I put in here is 2,600 miles old, and whenever I do a top and rebuild, you know, the whole engine's been drained, so this coolant is like the fresh stuff. So it's nice to at least flush your coolant after 1,000 miles or so. My engine oil has been flushed out at 500, and I think I've done another oil change already, so I think I'm ready on my third oil change. I am now back to my regular interval, and I don't plan to change my oil until this winter, just for the heck of it. So oil is good. So pretty much that's all I really want to do is flush out the coolant while I'm there, replace this hose, and then while I'm doing that, put a new power steering and new alternator belt. And I also reused the alternator, which is just a stock 3/4 alternator. You know, I think these are the 80 amps. I want to put my 105 amp alternator in there, so maybe I'll do that when the time comes. A very simple mod, easy plug and play. And it'll be nice because now I have my winch, and the alternator might help a little bit. When I bought this truck, it came with this battery right here. This is a 3.0 battery. This is a 3.0 battery, and you can see the terminals are on this side and on that side. This is a brand new battery that came with the truck. 550 cold crank. I didn't like the position of it because I want the positive to be over here. So now this is just my garage battery. So I went ahead and bought a new battery, but I was on a budget, so I just went ahead and bought a Walmart EverStart. This is their value battery, and this is just a regular 600 cold cranking amp, and you can see it's the right terminals. Positive on the inside of the engine bay, and then negative on the outside of the fender. And then last couple weeks I bought a 3rd gen 4Runner parts rig, and it came with this battery. A couple weeks ago I bought a 3rd gen 4Runner rig, and it was running. Had a bad transmission. I didn't make a video about it, but if you guys were on my Instagram, you guys heard about it. It was running, had lots of parts, but it had a blown transmission, and it came with the EverStart Max. And this is a, I think this is a 700 cold crank. Yeah, 725 cold crank. So I have since put this battery in there, and this battery is good. My Land Cruiser here, I also run the Walmart EverStart. I think on my Land Cruiser I have the EverStart Plus, which is the one below the EverStart Max. This is like their top model. So I have the EverStart Plus on my Land Cruiser. So far I haven't had any issues with these Walmart batteries, and I recommend them to anybody. You know, it's better than spending $200-300 on a battery, which I think is overrated. So that's all I've done so far. Replaced the battery, I replaced the Denso wires for the heck of it, done my oil changes, and that's pretty much it, guys. I haven't done anything else to it at all. I know all the spark plugs are new, valve covers are still looking great. No leaks, no exhaust leaks, nothing like that. I think I might have mounted my evap wrong. You guys see how it's so crooked? It just bends down. It's supposed to be level. So I think one of these, I think this one and this one, I think they're supposed to be switched around. But right now it doesn't really matter. It doesn't interfere with the hood or anything like that. And just to show you guys proof that it has been 2,600 miles, 238,297 on 5/26/24, and we are currently at 240,960. So this truck has been amazing, one of my best swap ever, and this is one of my top. This is probably one of my cleanest top swap ever, where I didn't cut on any budgets. I mean, yeah, the belts, I went ahead and reused belts, but all that's easy to swap out. You know, I spent the money on the shave intake, spent the money doing the head gasket, new timing belt, water pump, fuel injectors has been professionally cleaned and serviced. So this is one of my top bills so far, and a lot of people have been asking me about this radiator, the aluminum ones, because I know a lot of people question aluminum, and I do that myself. You know, how good are the aluminums, how long do they last? And so far this Champion has been doing good, guys. It's been doing good. Like I said, it's 2,600 miles into it, and I have not seen any leaks or any cracks or anything like that. And again, my truck is just being used as a daily, so I'm not doing any crazy hardcore where my truck is going bouncy and stuff like that. But one thing you guys need to keep in mind is that when you buy this radiator, you got to read the box. On the outside of the box, they say you must use green coolant only. So green coolant, not the red stuff, guys. Not red, not pink, not orange, or nothing like that. So I just use your typical pre-stone pre-mix. You can find this at any parts store, your local Walmart. It's readily available. You just pour it in. You don't have to mix it with water. You don't have to mess with ratio, nothing like that. You know, if you get stuck out in the town, most of the time you'll be able to find green coolant versus some kind of crazy Toyota red coolant. So that's what I always use in all my rig, and it's been working fine. No overheating, nothing like that. So far it's good, guys. One day if this radiator goes into a defect or start cracking or start leaking, trust me, I will make an updated video because I want to see how long this thing lasts. And it better last a good, I want it to last at least a good 100,000 miles or at least a good 10 years, you know, to make it worth the money. So guys, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't have anything else to talk about besides those little small things, and that's pretty much it. So I'll keep you guys updated in the future. If you guys got any more questions, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys are interested in this build, go back to all my 3.4 playlists. I have made a couple videos, and I've done a couple videos where I did more of a walkthrough and talk more about the engine and the swap and stuff like that, if you guys are interested in 3.4 swap. But that is my 2,600 mile update video on my 92 3.4 swap truck. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.